Well guys, we are finally here. We are going to start taking down all of my Hot Wheels from the wall so we can start reorganizing. I'm doing it by removing all of my loose castings that I usually have in between or setting on top of a carded one like the 63s. If I have a loose one, I'll pretty much just set it on top. That way they can all still be together. But like I mentioned before guys, this is all pretty much just random. I got a 65 here which needs to go over here. So all of this is coming down and this is going to take me literally all day. So where to begin? I don't know. I don't even feel like doing this, but it is definitely needed. And of course, when you have a collection like this, it's good to just change things up, fix things, reorganize. It just makes the collection that much better and easier to manage too. So let's go ahead and get this started. All right, guys, so just going through, we only did 2 rows. And there's some things that I, forget I even have or just don't realize it. But you have 2 different card versions right here. One's a 98 first edition Mustang Mach 1 and this really nice neon orange. But then you have just the regular Mach 1 Mustang on card. You can see even the collector numbers are written different. Doesn't have first edition. And then even when you come around to the back, you also have collector number 670, whereas this one doesn't have any of that info. So speaking with my buddy Julian, who runs and owns Diecast DB, he has a really good book of knowledge. And it has to do with international and your US releases, whereas you can kind of see the difference between the two. So I think he said this one is an international, whereas this one was a regular US release. So I always think stuff like that is cool, especially when you find it in your collection and you don't realize you have it. That one, and then along with this one right here, I knew I had this, but these are 2 different releases for the Ford Mustang monster truck or the Mustang, whatever they called it. But yeah, 2 of the same exact castings, just re-released into 2 different years. This one, I believe, was like 2021, I think. And I don't remember which release this was. This is a 2017. Yeah, and this one's a 2021. So same car, different release. So it's not the first time Mattel does stuff like that. We complain all the time that, oh, they just re-released a car. But I mean, they've been doing it forever. So that's the one thing I do appreciate when I go through my collection is finding out stuff that I forget I have. Like these 2 right here, 65 convertibles. You got the 3-spoke and the 5-spoke. So one has the collection number 455, the other one doesn't. And you can see the card art is different. It's just different releases. And this is just the stuff I love looking at. So they're both collector 455. They're just different releases. So yeah, as I go guys, I'll be showing you what I'm finding in my collection that I just completely forgot about. So as we continue, this is just going to take forever. Yeah, a lot of you guys are always wondering how I hang up my cards. It is just a standard pegboard and I use flathead screws. With your standard Hot Wheels card, it is every other hole and it'll stack perfectly like this. Now with Matchbox, some of these larger Superfasts, you have to kind of space them out every 4 or just depending on how it is. So that's the one reason why I love pegboard. It is just versatile and you can use any type of card. It's not limited to a certain one. So yeah, pegboard, it's where to go. And you just have to mount it to the wall just enough to where it is not flush against the wall, because sometimes you could see that it won't go all the way through. And then if you get the right size, it'll be flush. So it's just trial and error, guys, trial and error. All right, so we're making some progress. Everything is pretty much going down in order. We have our 05 concepts, 67, 68s, Mach 1s. I'm going through my Super Snakes, and I forgot about this one. So this actually has one off-road tire on the casting. You can see it on the rear, and that thing looks super cool. Can't remember where I found it. I think it was at Fry's. And I wish I would have kept the other one I had because I had 2 of them. And if anyone has this one carded, let me know because I want to trade for it. We also have the blue one right here. which, man, this thing is awesome. So that one, and I believe my short card one is right here. So just going through this stuff, guys, like, it is just what you forget you have. It is just too cool. So thought I would share that wheel error with you. You guys know me and variations and errors. I think that one's probably the coolest and favorite one I have in my collection so far. So we'll go ahead and put this with the Super Snakes, which are right there. And here we go. Another variation. I don't know if it's a known one, but you have the 2010 Super Snake. One's got the chrome PR5s and the other one's got the blue chrome, which those are the ones that's supposed to be on there. So variation in wheels. Another hard one is the 2013 Mustang. This actually has two different wheel variations. You have the black MC5s with the red trim, which actually matches the card art. Then you had the 5 spokes. Then you have the 5 spokes on short card. I think the black ones are actually the hard ones to find. So more variations that I just love finding in the collection. We have a couple, I think it's this one, and then you have the standard card. I just forget I have these because they're stacked on top of each other. And so when I redo all of this, I'm going to make sure that I capture all of my variations. We have our international Boss 302, then we have the standard one, then we have the short card. This is actually one that King Nut opened up a multi-pack to give me, and I made this custom card. Yeah, this is just memories, man. Memories. So just a regular cardboard piece that I put an image on, and you can see King Nut Diecast release 1 of 1. So not that it was one that I needed to put on card, but at that time I really wanted everything carded. And as I go, guys, I'm going to be finding more variations and wheel variations that I just overlook a lot of the time. So this is just all categorized by the years. Super Snakes are Super Snakes, regular GT500s. Almost getting through this section, guys, and we still have a whole bunch more to go through. So I think this will probably take me a good 5-6 hours. Luckily, it's the weekend. And all I got to do is make sure the family's good, eat some food, and continue jamming on. All right, and then these two right here. We have two 96 GTs, two different card releases. You see this is 715 collector number, and this one is 821. So it was just a re-release later on in time. I don't know why I have this one in a blister. I think it was just because the card was pretty bad. But there you go. Same exact tooling, casting, deco, everything. I don't even think the bases are different. Oh yeah, this one did, because that one was a chrome base. This is a satin base. But yeah, I think that was the only difference, was one's an aluminum base, one's a chrome base. But there you go. We'll go ahead and take this one out because I think it's okay to take out of here. Yeah, the card's just a little chewed up, but at the same time, we have two variations. There's no variations on the Butterfinger one. I've just had longer. You can see it's yellowed. And then the other one is clear. But you have 5 dots, and then you have 2 of the same exact castings and toolings, first editions. And then we have the final run. All these are in order now. We finally are going to add the blue one to the very hard to find red interior version. You have the wheel variations, of course. And then you have the 2 wheel variations, 3-spoke and 5-spoke for the lesser 420 99 Mustang. All right, here's another one. Great example right here. Both of these are the 98 Cobra in blue metallic, but there's a window variation. Check it out. You have the clear window, then you have the smoked tinted window. Both number 29. Both of these are collector number 86. You just got one short card and one long card. But yes, this info was actually put on there by Grandpa Larry. You have tinted windows and clear, and I do have both. So that is just too cool, man. I did not realize I had both of them. And I believe there is one just like it for the Mexico exclusive as well. So you guys know I have both numbers. You got number 1 and number 12. And I think the number 12 has a clear window variation. They currently come in a smoked black window. But man, if I could find that one, dude, getting through these guys, getting through them, and as I find more and more, I'm going to be sharing them with you. That way you guys can track your own, or if you're a Mustang collector like me, there's variations you don't know about, I want to share that with you guys. So I'm going to continue here and of course pop in occasionally. Look at that. It's a birthday one. I think there's a variation to this one too. Yeah, this one. Second version of the birthday car apparently. So second version, Collector 217. Yep, there you go. This one's the happy birthday, and this one's supposed to be the same one. It's got the same tinted windows, color, just a different livery on it. So that is cool. Two versions of the birthday car, two different decos. Who would have thought, right? Who would have thought? The most valuable one out of all these from when I looked a couple years back was the Crunch car. This one right here was holding like $20 in value. All the other ones didn't have much value to it. So let's see, I see a note on this one. Very hard to find, 5-spoke. Look at that. Man, I love keeping these notes on there. So yeah, 5-spoke, the most common one are the saw blades right here. These screws, that's the only downfall to having screws in there. But yeah, there we go. Another variation to the Cobra 5-spoke saw blades. And yeah, all right, here's two more. 67 GT500s. You got one with the black PR5s and the other with MC5s. Didn't realize that those were wheel variations that I had because they were just so separated from each other. But yeah, 67 GT500s. This one right here is a Walmart exclusive in the silver metallic. So you can see they use the same livery. They just recolored it about 3, maybe 4 times. And then we have the traditional livery with the racing stripes. Favorite one's the green with the gold. This thing is just beautiful. Look at that. I remember finding these out in the wild in 2010. Like, I remember finding that green one and then finding those, and I was like, oh my gosh, look at these Shelbys. Yeah, we're almost done, guys. Almost done. Then we can put all this back in chronological order. And yeah, we're up to the 68s. All my other 68s are here. A lot of Mach 1s. You can see all the Fox bodies over there. All right, guys. Few hours later, we are finally done reorganizing. And I gotta say, the worst feeling was realizing that I left out all the 98 Cobras. Literally, they were sitting right there, but we have them all on this section. We did move some things around. Everything is completely full. So we do have all the 98s going down this row. And there's variations. We have the non-tampo, we have the tampo, then we have the dark version, then we have the lighter version, different base, all the way down. We got the Mach E's, 2020 GT500s, and then we put most of my Matchbox stuff here. We have the Mach 3, we have the 03 Cobras, the GTs, 96 Cobras. But mainly, the biggest thing was getting this section reorganized. I mean, it is from the 62 concepts, 63s, all of my 65s, continuing up to the top. The 62 concept that I have right here, this one is actually a super sweet premium. But yeah, you can see the 65s continue on, and then we go into the 67s, 67 Coupes, 67 GT500, 68s. Yeah, just reorganized, and everything just flows even better. All of my 05 releases, Kmart exclusive short card, long card. This one is another exclusive. I think that's a Walmart one. I even saw a wheel variation. Which one was it? Oh yeah, this one. I don't know which one's correct. You guys comment down below, but I think this is a error for the GT500. He's got the gray J5s at the front, and I think it's supposed to have PR5s all the way around. But I could be wrong. They've always released staggered fitments or mixed match fitments. You guys let me know, but I'm pretty sure that's how that is. And we'll go ahead and put this one back up here. Maybe I'll put it over here. I think that's where it was originally. But yeah, everything is good, guys. Lots of stuff to reorganize. This one is, I don't think there's even a home for that. It fits there. So there we go. I even put my Cobras together because those were all mixed match. Premium collection Matchbox. These ones are super cool as well. Auto World, we kind of have those kind of spread out. I'm not even going to attempt reorganizing this section or this. I was fine with this because of the way it is. Most of the brands are together. Same thing with this. Johnny Lightnings are together. Auto Worlds, all of the stock rods and all that good stuff. So now I just need to reorganize this section, this one as well, and then move on to this stuff. So when you have time, reorganize, dust your stuff, clean your stuff. That's pretty much what I did with all these cards. I had to wipe them all down because they were pretty dusty. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the variations and the different types of castings I have in the Mustang collection. And if there's anything you want me to go over, comment down below or send me an email and I will answer you in the next episode. But that is all we have for today, guys. So until next time, this is the Mustang Hunter. Peace.